I think we pulled it off. Especially with women like you. Hey boo, what is up? So today's video is all about how to apply makeup to look younger, because girl, I was looking at the filter that I be using. You know, I be putting a little filter on, boo. It's no secret. And I was like, what exactly is this filter doing? I was studying it. I was analyzing. I'm like, why do I look better? Why do I look so much younger? And outside of unrealistically, okay, smooth skin, I noticed that the filter made me look brighter. It made my eyes wider. It made my lips plumper. It gave me a really full, thick lash, gave like a little slight lift to the eyes, and I was like, okay, I see what you did there. So that's what we're going to do today. We're gonna pull out everything, girl, that is going to have us looking like a filter in real life, which is going to be giving us smooth skin and a more youthful, young, plump, juicy, dewy appearance. So of course, we're gonna start with skincare, going in with my Avocado Cosmetics Botanical Toner. This is going to restore the pH after freshly washed skin. And what is a youthful appearance if you don't have plumping? So I'm gonna go in with my SK2 Facial Essence. Look, this is how much I love it. All of the beauty products that I share with you, I love, and they actually work. But guess what? With the way my skin is set up, I often get relief from whatever that beauty product promises. Like if they promise relief of dark spots, like it actually relieves the dark spots. But with the way my skin is set up, I'm gonna have a side effect. Like it's gonna cause some texture, it's gonna cause some irritation or something. But this right here, absolutely 100% favorite. Okay, I use this with absolutely no problem, and it makes the skin look so plump and juicy. Okay, look at the glow. And then I have these eye patches right here that I got off of Amazon. They are collagen infused eye patches with 71% bamboo water. And these eye patches are all about hydration and plumping and juiciness of the skin. You could literally, like, if you needed to, you could run to the post office in these because they're clear. And especially like if you have your glasses on, like it's gonna dry down and it's not gonna look shiny, but you see what I mean? Like as opposed to if it was pink or purple or like a bright color. And I got these off of Amazon and I'm obsessed. And I just take my jade roller, and this is cool as well. You can store it in the fridge, but it holds a coolness on its own. Just penetrate that product into the under eye. Get it nice and plump. If you have fine lines, if you have wrinkles, if you have eye bags. See, because for me, this is just fine at this stage in my life. Like using tools and product for like my beauty routine. I really at this stage don't need anything super invasive. Well, I'm not gonna say at this stage, at this phase in life where I am right now. Maybe, I don't know, in the future I will want something a little bit more invasive, but as of right now, like, girl, I'm okay with just topical beauty treatments, because let me tell you a little secret, okay? All this beauty stuff is temporary. Like, you put the fake eyelashes on, you gotta take them off either the same night or in 3 days or in a week. Like, it depends on what pair you get. You get Botox, you get filler, you get a BBL, whatever you get, baby, it's temporary. It might last 1 day, 3 days, 10 days, 3 months, 3 years, 10 years. But it is a temporary cosmetic procedure, and you will have to replace it or get it touched up. So for me, like, just getting in my water intake, getting my rest, doing topical treatments like, you know, massage and red light therapy, maybe some radio frequency, maybe some you know, cryo, where they do like the really cold and freeze. Like I said, massage, lymphatic drainage, beauty product, minimally invasive treatment. And when I say minimally invasive, like I will like derma roll. Okay. So now while these are sitting on my eyes and helping me plump up just a bit before we start the makeup, I'm going to share some of the new beauty stuff that I have with you. Starting off with this Clinique liner mascara that I got right here. This is a brown mascara, and I got this guy because I want like a softer a softer look on the waterline. Like when you're doing very light, airy, beautiful makeup like we're going to be doing today, you don't want to go in with too much black. You do need a deeper color always, right, to create those shadows. So you need a dark color like black, but you can go in with dark brown. You can even go in with like a purple sometimes, depending on the look, to give you that depth. But sometimes black, it can be a little bit too harsh, especially when you're trying to keep the eye area nice and bright and wide and open and fresh and airy looking. When you go in with that black, it just kind of drags it down. So I got a brown mascara from Clinique. This right here, these iconic London illuminator drops. Now these are not new, boo, but you know what, I always forget to use these. I'm like, oh my god, every time I do my makeup I don't put on the iconic London drops. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to move these because like sometimes it's like out of sight, out of mind. And then I got another one of these, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Girl, let me tell you something, this costs $20 less than the full size. Yeah, $20 less, right? This is the full size. When I look, when I, like, just go ahead and get the full one, boo, because like if you are in the market for one of these, you're on the fence about it or something, you don't really know if you want it or something like that, then you could just go in and get a sample. But if you're gonna purchase this, purchase the full size. Like stop. And then I re-upped on one of these Stila shadows because like, look, this is an OG product. If you know, you know. I haven't had one of these in so long, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get one again because Ulta was saying something about like $9 more and free shipping or something like that. So I just added something else to the cart, and it was this. And girl, I can't wait to play in this with you. I'm probably most likely gonna play in this with you today. And then the Tom Ford Duo End Liner. Oh my god, I'm in love with this. This is such a good liner. Like when I tell you that this is my new favorite, like this is why, like when you try stuff like this, unfortunately they can get you. Like you'll get hooked. Like when you buy something like this, you will get hooked into getting this over and over again because it is really truly that good. And then this, girl, I definitely saved this to share with you. This is a Pat McGrath lipstick that costs $30, and this is in shade I think something Naked Fantasy or something like that. And girl, look, beautiful, right? We all know Pat McGrath ain't cheap, but look at this. Look at this. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, stop it. Stop it. Clearly not used, right? Just like a total manufacturing error, which is absolutely unacceptable. Like, this lipstick needs to be absolutely perfect. And at first I'm like, okay, did like someone roll it up and then like ding it against the cap, putting it back in? And I'm like, no, because there's nothing on the cap. And then I'm like, okay, did they like long nail, did the nail like hit it? And then I'm like, no, it's just the lipstick, because it's all around just like a bad manufactured lipstick. This one, I'm not sure if it fell off the conveyor belt or something, but yeah, we're gonna need you to do a little better. So yeah, I think if you buy Pat McGrath, you already know it's not just the packaging, right? The packaging is always super beautiful, super heavy, super luxe, but it is that formula. It's a beautiful formula, very creamy, very beautiful. The formula is always top tier. And then last but not least, we got the Patrick Star One Size Oil Sucker Primer. OMG. Like, my God, not playing with y'all on these complexions, okay? They matte all day. Yes, get it, boo. So nice. So my oily skin girly, enter to win the new Patrick Star Oil Sucker. If you are not signed up to my free VIP beauty community, do so, because that's where I'm gonna hit you up, and that's where you can enter to win this giveaway. In the subject line, just put enter me. In the actual email, include your address, and I will contact you and let you know if you are the winner. Let's go ahead and get started with this makeup, girl. My under eye feels so good. Like, it feels like it had a drink of water. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start priming my skin with the Bobbi Brown face base and eye base. Okay, so now I'm going to prime my skin with the Master Prime Maybelline. And I'm going to put this in the center of my face because, remember, we're going for a super duper smooth, unrealistic skin. And if you know, you know, okay, the Huda Beauty Foundation, boo, this will have you looking flawless. You're trying to be photo ready. That's what's most important to you, not some like super sheer and skin like and no one can tell and no makeup. Nope, you're not going for that. You're going for perfect finish. You gotta grab the Huda. And this is in shade CoCo. Just kind of getting it all over with this brush. By the way, all of the brushes and stuff that I use today can be found on Amazon. They'll be linked below. And I'm gonna quickly throw on a brow. Okay, now to get that unrealistically smooth skin, we're gonna go in with our Too Faced concealers in Butterscotch and Warm Base. I'm gonna allow this to sit just a minute underneath my eye. I'm gonna use my bronzing stick. This is from LYS. I think this is in Strength. And for this particular one, we're gonna take it up just a little bit. You see the hollow there? We're not gonna go in that hollow. We're gonna go right above it. And then I'm gonna take my Hourglass in Espresso. I'm gonna concentrate this one like on the more on the forehead. This one is a little slightly warm. Put a little bit of this on the nose, on the bulb. This isn't a bronzer, this is a foundation. Okay, so let's start blending out. I'm just tapping this in. I do want to put a little bit of cream highlight under my brows first as well. So I'm going to use my MAC and I'm just going to highlight just a little bit underneath the brow, the highest point. And I'm going to start low and then bring it up. Now blend out my highlight, and the center of the face with the filter is always super light. Going in with my favorite brush for the inner corner. Taking a fluffy brush and feathering it out like the start here. Just feather out that start like that. Just buff it in a little bit. and this pressure is very light. Okay, now let's brighten just a little bit with warm beige. Okay, and don't forget we're laying everything down in cream. So now I'm going to go in with my cream blush, keeping it super high. And tap it a little bit here. Ooh, this Danessa Myricks, this is so pretty. This is in shade Golden Hour. Look at how gorgeous. And then I'm going to put on the highlighter. Okay, let's quickly lock this in. Okay, now I'm going to set my under eye with the Chanel Libre, and then we're going to bake with the Hourglass. Now let's start baking. And if you feel like you have dry skin and you're worried about baking because you don't want like a dry looking or feeling under eye, just use Melt It Real Good with the setting spray. Now I'm going to take some Huda Easy Bake and just concentrate this right on the inner corner. I'm going to keep my eyes closed so that my eye don't water. And I talk to you all the time about feeling with your brush, and this is what I mean. This is when you do that. Like when you got to keep your eyes closed, you are feeling the bone, the hollow, the under eye pad, the nose. You're just feeling with your brush. All right, now I'm going to chisel out the nose with a Flesh Tone Powder by MAC. Okay, so if you know me, you know I'm gonna go in with bronzer next, and we're gonna be using two. This Jason Wu, I'm gonna be using all three of these most likely when finishing up the complexion, and I'm gonna be using this YSL. Like this is gonna be going all over my whole face primarily. I'm gonna start by putting a little bit in my crease. I'm gonna wing it out just a little bit. Okay, now that's where the Jason Wu comes in, because I like to use a dark, almost too dark bronzer close to the hairline. Then as far as blush, I'm going to take this red blush here, and I'm going to stamp that right over where we put the Golden Hour. Look at that prettiness right there. And be generous with your blush because it's gonna melt in. You can even tap into the pink a little bit. Tap into that pink just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go into the Dior. And see, this is the type of blush that you can definitely take a little bit underneath the eye because it's so soft. I like to use this just to soften, just to mute, and to blend. It's these small extra steps, small extra layers that really make a hell of a difference. Now I'm gonna set my smile lines, even though you don't have to, because look at the Huda. It doesn't budge. It's everything. But you know, let's put a little bit of face powder in that area. It's not gonna hurt. Remember, we are going for a filter in real life. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a little bit of the Huda Beauty powder right underneath my eye just to catch any fallout from the shadows we about to place down. Now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place Coffee Shop palette, and I'm going to dip into these two right here, and I'm just going to start working that very light pressure, outer V. I'm gonna stop mid what I'm doing and line the waterline. I'm gonna go in with this one here, and I'm gonna kind of stamp that in the lashes. Let's pop a little bit of this on just for fun. And now I'm gonna line my eye, and I am going to do it in a very upward fashion to get that lift. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Pat McGrath Labs palette here. Okay, now let's give the lashes some love. I'm gonna coat my bottom lash. Let's throw on some highlight. Okay, and because the filter has like a really big, voluminous, beautiful lash, I'm just going to stack Fancy and Queendom. Okay, so now I'm about to line my lips with the Cherry MAC, and I'm gonna overline just a little bit because the filter makes everything plumper and juicier. Now I'm gonna go in with Feisty. I'm gonna pop Candy right in the center. These lips glow in the dark, babe. Yeah, they do. Listen, listen. With the Huda Beauty foundation, who needs a filter? Okay, like, hun. It's giving flawless. Janine, will you look at this? I think we pulled it off. If you already haven't, sign up for my free VIP beauty community. It's all about beauty, makeup, skincare, and fashion. It's gonna be me, KiKi Carr, in your DM giving you the tea. But in the meantime, click like, click share, click subscribe, duh, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair.